What separates successful people from those who struggle their entire lives? It's not luck. It's not intelligence. It's not even talent. It's discipline, mindset, and the willingness to work harder on yourself than on anything else. Right now, you are exactly where your habits, mindset, and daily actions have brought you. If you want a different future, you must start making different choices today. The next 90 days could completely change your life. If you commit to one simple rule, wake up and work hard, not just on your job, but on yourself. Most people wait for success, hoping that circumstances will change. But here's the truth. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who deserves it. If you want more money, more freedom, or more opportunities, you must become the person who is capable of achieving those things. This means developing discipline, learning new skills, building resilience, and surrounding yourself with winners. Today, I will give you the exact blueprint to unstoppable success. You'll learn how to reprogram your mind, build winning habits, and master the art of persistence. By the time you finish, you'll have a clear roadmap to becoming the best version of yourself. The only question is, are you ready to take action? Because if you are, the next 90 days could change everything. Let's dive in. Number 1, work on yourself, not just your job. Most people spend their entire lives working hard at their jobs, yet they remain stuck, barely making ends meet. They wake up, follow the same routine, work tirelessly, and hope for a breakthrough. But here's the harsh reality. If you only work hard on your job, you will only make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can create a fortune. This is the secret that separates the wealthy and successful from those who struggle. Your job is not your true source of success. Your skills, mindset, and personal growth determine your worth in the marketplace. The higher your value, the greater your rewards. Think about it. Why do some people earn 10 times more than others doing similar work? It's because they have developed themselves into high-value individuals. They have skills that companies or customers desperately need. They have a mindset that attracts opportunities. They have discipline and habits that push them forward. If you want to change your financial situation, stop thinking about getting a raise or switching jobs. Instead, focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts success. Read books, learn new skills, master communication, and develop expertise that sets you apart. If you are in sales, become the best salesperson in your field. If you are in business, study the greatest entrepreneurs. If you work in any profession, develop skills that make you irreplaceable. When you grow as a person, your income will follow. But this isn't just about money. Personal growth changes every aspect of your life. Your relationships improve when you learn emotional intelligence. Your confidence skyrockets when you invest in yourself. Your ability to solve problems expands when you consistently challenge your mind. The greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. Unlike a job, which can be taken away from you at any moment, the skills and knowledge you develop stay with you forever. So where do you start? Begin by committing to daily learning. Spend at least 30 minutes a day reading, listening to podcasts, or taking courses that expand your knowledge. If you don't know where to begin, start with personal development classics like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill or Atomic Habits by James Clear. These books contain life-changing principles that have helped millions achieve success. Next, take action. Knowledge without execution is useless. Don't just consume information, apply it. If you learn about leadership, practice leading. If you study sales, start selling. If you read about confidence, step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself. Growth happens through action, not just learning. The truth is, the world doesn't reward hard work alone. It rewards results. And the best way to get results is by working on yourself relentlessly. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities will come your way. Stop waiting for circumstances to change. Change yourself first, and everything else will follow. Number 2, success is attracted, not pursued. Most people spend their lives chasing success, running after money, opportunities, and recognition, only to find themselves exhausted and frustrated. They believe that if they just work harder, if they push themselves to the limit, eventually success will come knocking. But the truth is, success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who naturally draws success to them. This is one of the most powerful mindset shifts you will ever make. Think about a magnet. A magnet doesn't chase metal. It pulls it in effortlessly. The same applies to success. The most successful people in the world don't run after opportunities. Opportunities come to them because of who they have become. They have worked on themselves to the point where they naturally attract wealth, partnerships, promotions, and success in every area of life. Instead of being desperate to succeed, they focus on becoming a person of such immense value that success becomes inevitable. So how do you stop chasing and start attracting? It begins with self-improvement. You must become more valuable to the world. The marketplace doesn't care how badly you want success. It only cares about one thing: what you bring to the table. If you have high income skills, deep knowledge, and a strong work ethic, you will attract opportunities that others never see. If you master communication, leadership, and problem solving, people will seek you out instead of you having to beg for recognition. The moment you start working on yourself, the game changes. Many people make the mistake of thinking that money or status will bring them success. But money is not the cause of success. It is the result. If you want financial abundance, don't focus on making money. Focus on becoming the kind of person who is worthy of wealth. This means developing discipline, mastering time management, and learning skills that people are willing to pay for. It means surrounding yourself with winners and cutting out distractions that hold you back. The more valuable you become, the more effortlessly success will flow into your life. One of the biggest reasons people struggle is because they are looking for shortcuts. They want to skip the process and go straight to the reward. But that's not how life works. You can't cheat success. Every successful person you admire went through a phase of intense self-development before they achieved greatness. They read books, learned from mentors, built their skills, and disciplined their minds. They became successful internally before they ever saw success externally. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are you constantly chasing, feeling like you're always one step behind? Do you find yourself blaming circumstances, luck, or the economy for your lack of success? If so, it's time to shift your focus. Instead of trying to change external conditions, change yourself. If you become better, everything in your life will follow. Your income will increase, your relationships will improve, your confidence will skyrocket. But it all starts with you. To make this shift, start by identifying the skills and traits that highly successful people in your field possess. Study them. Learn what makes them different. Then commit to developing those same qualities in yourself. If they are disciplined, become disciplined. If they are great communicators, improve your communication skills. If they are experts in their industry, gain deep knowledge in yours. Success leaves clues, and if you follow the right path, you will inevitably reach your destination. The best part about this principle is that it gives you full control over your future. You don't have to wait for luck or the perfect opportunity. You can create your own success by working on yourself every single day. Stop chasing money. Stop chasing success. Instead, focus on becoming so skilled, so disciplined, and so knowledgeable that success has no choice but to find you. Number 3, the power of personal growth. The greatest investment you will ever make is not in the stock market, not in real estate, and not in a business. It is in yourself. The most successful people in the world understand that their level of personal growth directly determines their level of success. Your income, opportunities, and the quality of your life will never exceed your level of personal development. If you are not growing, you are staying the same. And staying the same in a fast-moving world means you are falling behind. Most people stop growing the moment they finish school. They assume that once they have a degree or a job, the learning phase of life is over. But this is why most people struggle. The world is constantly evolving, and those who refuse to grow are left behind. Look around you. The highest earners, the leaders, and the most successful people in every industry are those who have committed to lifelong learning. They are always reading, always improving, and always refining their skills. Meanwhile, the average person is wasting time, scrolling through social media, watching mindless entertainment, and doing nothing to elevate themselves. If you want to achieve massive success, you must become obsessed with self-improvement. Every single day, you should be working on sharpening your mind, developing new skills, and increasing your value. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is unstoppable. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more skills you acquire, the more doors open for you. The more you develop yourself, the more confident, capable, and successful you become. The question is, where do you start? The first step is reading. Every highly successful person you admire is a reader. Books contain decades of wisdom, experience, and strategies condensed into a few hundred pages. Imagine learning the success principles of the greatest minds in history: Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, Tony Robbins, Warren Buffett, simply by picking up a book. Reading gives you direct access to the knowledge that took others a lifetime to acquire. If you are not reading at least 30 minutes a day, you are falling behind. Successful people don't watch hours of TV or waste time on distractions. They invest in learning. The second step is mentorship. Learning from others who have already achieved what you want to achieve will accelerate your growth tenfold. A mentor can show you the shortcuts, the mistakes to avoid, and the mindset required to reach the top. If you don't have access to a personal mentor, you can learn from the best through books, podcasts, interviews, and online courses. You do not have to figure everything out on your own. Success leaves clues, and if you follow the right people, you will reach your goals much faster. The third step is taking action. Personal growth is not just about consuming information. It is about applying it. Reading 100 books means nothing if you never implement what you learn. Every time you learn something new, find a way to apply it immediately. If you study sales, start selling. If you learn about leadership, take on leadership roles. If you read about confidence, challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. Growth comes from action, not just knowledge. Another critical aspect of personal growth is self-discipline. Many people say they want success, but very few are willing to do what it takes. They want the rewards, but they don't want the process. But here's the truth. Success is reserved for those who are willing to put in the work, even when they don't feel like it. It is easy to stay motivated for a day or a week, but true success comes from being consistent every single day. Discipline beats motivation every time. Your personal growth also extends beyond professional success. Your health, relationships, and mindset all play a role in your overall success. If you are physically unfit, lacking energy, or mentally drained, you will not perform at your best. If your relationships are weak, filled with negativity, or holding you back, they will drag you down. Taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally is just as important as developing your career. The truth is, the only limit to your success is the limit you place on your personal growth. If you are not earning what you want, growing at the speed you desire, or achieving your biggest goals, it is because you haven't developed yourself to that level yet. You don't get what you want in life, you get what you qualify for. And the only way to qualify for more is by leveling up your skills, knowledge, and mindset. So ask yourself today, are you growing? Are you actively working on becoming a better version of yourself every single day? Or are you staying in the same place, expecting life to change on its own? The reality is, life will not change for you unless you change yourself first. The people who achieve massive success in life are those who have made self-improvement their top priority. They are obsessed with learning, growing, and taking action. They understand that every new skill, every piece of knowledge, and every habit they build brings them one step closer to their goals. The choice is yours. You can remain where you are, doing the same things, hoping for a better future, or you can take control and start investing in yourself today. Because at the end of the day, your level of personal growth determines your level of success. If you want more out of life, commit to becoming more. If you do, success will not be something you chase. It will be something that finds you. Number 4, discipline versus regret. Choose wisely. Every person in life has two choices. Suffer the pain of discipline or suffer the pain of regret. The difference between successful people and those who fail is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is the willingness to choose discipline over regret. Discipline is temporary. Regret lasts a lifetime. The things you refuse to do today, the habits you avoid building, and the actions you fail to take will eventually turn into deep regret. When you look back in 5, 10, or 20 years, will you be proud of the choices you made, or will you wish you had been stronger, more focused, and more disciplined? The truth is, discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you develop. Most people make the mistake of waiting until they feel like it before they take action. They wait for motivation, thinking that one day they will wake up and suddenly have the energy and drive to work hard, exercise, read, or pursue their dreams. But that day never comes. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline, on the other hand, is what makes success inevitable. It is waking up and getting to work, whether you feel like it or not. It is showing up for yourself every single day, regardless of distractions, emotions, or excuses. Successful people understand this. They don't rely on motivation. They build habits that make discipline automatic. They set rules for themselves and follow them without question. They remove distractions, eliminate excuses, and stay focused on their goals. They know that the pain of waking up early, pushing through a tough workout, or spending hours improving their skills is far smaller than the pain of regret that comes from looking back and realizing they wasted years of their life. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry. It is the voice in your head that says, "I could have been more. I should have tried harder. I wasted so much time." And the worst part, regret is permanent. You can't go back and fix the years you lost. You can't recover the opportunities you ignored. The only way to avoid the crushing weight of regret is to take control of your life now. Every moment you waste in distraction, procrastination, or comfort is a moment you will never get back. But here's the good news. Discipline is a skill. It is not something only a select few people have. It is something you can develop starting today. The easiest way to build discipline is to stop negotiating with yourself. Don't give yourself the option to be lazy, distracted, or weak. Set non-negotiable rules and follow them, no matter what. If you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., do it. If you commit to exercising, don't skip. If you decide to work on your dreams, don't let Netflix, social media, or excuses take that time away from you. Successful people don't make decisions based on how they feel. They make decisions based on their commitments. Building discipline starts with small daily wins. You don't have to make massive changes overnight. Just start by doing one thing every day that pushes you forward. Wake up on time, read 10 pages of a book, exercise for 30 minutes. Say no to junk food. Work for 1 extra hour on your goals. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your ability to control your future. Over time, these small wins compound, and before you know it, you have built a mindset of unstoppable discipline. Another key to building discipline is removing temptations and distractions. If you want to stay focused, make it easy for yourself. If your phone is a distraction, put it in another room. If social media is wasting your time, delete the apps. If junk food is ruining your diet, don't buy it. Willpower alone is not enough. You must design your environment for success. Create an environment where discipline becomes the default choice, not the difficult one. Most importantly, understand that discipline leads to freedom. At first, discipline may feel like restriction. It may seem like you're giving up fun, comfort, and easy pleasures. But in reality, discipline gives you the freedom to live life on your terms. It gives you the power to build the body you want, the career you desire, the relationships you dream of, and the success you crave. Regret, on the other hand, traps you. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of what-ifs and missed opportunities. The most successful people in history were not the most talented or the luckiest. They were simply the most disciplined. They were willing to do the things others refused to do. They trained when no one was watching. They worked on their skills while others wasted time. They made sacrifices today to secure a better tomorrow. That is the mindset you must develop. So ask yourself, what are you choosing today? Are you choosing the temporary discomfort of discipline or the lifelong suffering of regret? Every decision you make, every action you take, and every habit you build is shaping your future. Success is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of discipline. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who had the easiest path. They are the ones who were willing to push through when it was hard. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue to make excuses, wait for motivation, and live a life of mediocrity. Or you can take control, embrace discipline, and create the future you deserve. The pain of discipline lasts for a moment, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Choose wisely. Number 5. Failure is a stepping stone, not the end. Most people fear failure more than anything else. They see it as proof that they aren't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to succeed. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to success. Every great achiever, every millionaire, every world-class athlete, and every successful entrepreneur has failed more times than they can count. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. Successful people see failure as a lesson, while unsuccessful people see it as a dead end. The reason most people never reach their full potential is because they give up too soon. The first time they fail, they convince themselves that success isn't meant for them. They take failure personally, as if it's a sign that they should quit. But the truth is, failure is the greatest teacher you will ever have. It exposes your weaknesses, shows you what you need to improve, and forces you to grow. Every time you fail, you get one step closer to success, if you choose to learn from it. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked how he felt about failing so many times, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of success. Seeing failure as feedback, not as defeat. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he had let that failure define him. Instead, he used it as fuel to push himself harder, proving that failure is not final unless you allow it to be. Failure is only devastating if you attach your self-worth to the outcome. If you believe that failing makes you a failure, you will avoid taking risks, trying new things, and stepping outside your comfort zone. But if you shift your perspective and see failure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve, it becomes a powerful tool for success. Every mistake you make teaches you something valuable. Every setback prepares you for the next step forward. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. One of the biggest reasons people fear failure is because of what others will think. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to admit that they tried something and it didn't work. But ask yourself this: do the opinions of people who aren't living your life really matter? The people who laugh at failure are the ones too afraid to try. They stay in their comfort zones, never taking risks, never daring to dream bigger. Meanwhile, the people who are willing to fail, to struggle, and to keep going despite setbacks are the ones who eventually win. The key to overcoming the fear of failure is to fail fast and fail often. The faster you fail, the quicker you learn. The more you fail, the stronger you become. Every failure makes you smarter, tougher, and more prepared for success. Instead of avoiding failure, start embracing it. Every time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? What will I do differently next time? If you ask these questions and apply the lessons, failure will no longer hold you back. It will push you forward. Another important lesson is to detach your emotions from failure. When you take failure personally, it can break your confidence and make you afraid to try again. Instead, look at failure objectively. If something didn't work, that doesn't mean you are a failure. It just means that the method you used wasn't right. Change the method, not the goal. Athletes do this all the time. If a strategy doesn't work, they adjust. If they lose a game, they analyze what went wrong and improve for the next match. They don't quit just because they lost once. You must treat your failures the same way. Analyze, adjust, and move forward. The most successful people in the world have failed more than anyone else. The reason they succeed is because they never let failure stop them. Instead, they turn failures into lessons, lessons into experience, and experience into success. They keep moving forward when most people would have quit. That is why they achieve extraordinary things while others stay stuck. The next time you fail, remember this: failure is not final. It is not a sign that you should give up. It is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. Instead of running from failure, run toward it. Fail fast, fail often, and learn from every mistake. Because the only real failure in life is the failure to try. Number 6. Surround yourself with winners. Success is not just about what you do. It's also about who you surround yourself with. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. The people you spend the most time with influence your mindset, your habits, your ambition, and ultimately your level of success. If you surround yourself with negative, lazy, and unmotivated people, it's only a matter of time before their mindset drags you down. But if you surround yourself with winners, people who are ambitious, disciplined, and constantly striving for greatness, you will naturally start rising to their level. There's a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If the people around you have no goals, make excuses, complain about life, and settle for mediocrity, that mindset will infect you like a disease. No matter how ambitious you are, their negativity will pull you down. But if you spend time with people who are constantly improving, learning, and pushing themselves to the next level, you will start thinking bigger, acting bolder, and striving for more. Success becomes normal when you are surrounded by successful people. The problem is, many people hold on to relationships that are toxic, limiting, and draining. They stay around people who make fun of ambition, who discourage big dreams, and who tell them to be realistic. They remain in social circles where growth is seen as a threat instead of a goal. If you want to achieve great things in life, you must protect your environment. You cannot afford to be around people who hold you back, distract you, or make you feel guilty for wanting more out of life. You have to be willing to cut off toxic relationships, even if it's painful. It's not about being arrogant or thinking you're better than others. It's about choosing growth over comfort. If the people around you are not helping you grow, they are holding you back. Look at your closest friends, coworkers, and even family members. Are they pushing you to become better? Are they encouraging you to take action, develop skills, and chase your dreams? Or are they filling your mind with doubt, fear, and excuses? If you find yourself surrounded by the wrong people, it's time to level up your circle. Start seeking out individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and bring out the best in you. These people may not be in your immediate social group right now, but you can find them in books, podcasts, seminars, online communities, and networking events. If you don't have access to successful people in your life, start learning from them indirectly. Read their books, listen to their interviews, study their habits, and apply their mindset to your life. Mentorship is one of the most powerful tools for success. A mentor doesn't have to be someone you know personally. It can be someone whose knowledge and experience guide you through books, courses, or videos. Find people who have achieved what you want and study their journey. Success leaves clues, and by following the habits, mindset, and strategies of successful people, you can dramatically shorten your learning curve. Your environment also includes the content you consume. If you are constantly watching mindless entertainment, scrolling through negativity on social media, and filling your mind with distractions, you are setting yourself up for failure. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you feed it garbage, you will produce garbage. If you fill it with wisdom, knowledge, and motivation, you will produce success. Start being intentional about what you allow into your mind. Unfollow negative influences, limit distractions, and immerse yourself in content that elevates you. Another important aspect of surrounding yourself with winners is learning to network with people who are ahead of you. Many people make the mistake of only associating with people at their current level, never reaching out to those who are further along in their journey. If you want to grow, you need to be in rooms where you feel like the least successful person. That discomfort will push you to think bigger, work harder, and stretch beyond your limits. It's not just about finding successful people. It's also about being someone they want to associate with. Winners don't waste time with people who complain, make excuses, or refuse to grow. If you want to attract high-level connections, become a high-level person. Develop strong work ethic, take responsibility for your life, and bring value to every interaction. Winners recognize winners. When you start thinking and acting like a successful person, you will naturally attract others who do the same. So take a moment and audit your environment. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Do they inspire you or drain you? Do they challenge you to grow or keep you stuck? If the answer isn't what you want, it's time to make a change. Start seeking out new connections, cutting off negative influences, and surrounding yourself with people who push you to the next level. Success is not just about hard work, it's about who you choose to surround yourself with. If you spend your time with winners, success will feel natural. If you stay around people who settle for less, you will unconsciously do the same. The choice is yours. Choose your circle wisely, because your future depends on it. Number 7, set clear goals and take action. Success is not about doing something great once. It's about doing the right things consistently over time. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunities, but because they lack consistency. They start something with excitement, but the moment things get difficult, they lose momentum, make excuses, and eventually quit. This is why most people never achieve their biggest goals. They wait for motivation, and when it fades, they stop taking action. But here's the truth. Motivation is temporary. Consistency is what creates lasting success. The key to consistency is setting clear, specific goals and taking daily action toward them. Without a clear goal, your mind has no direction. Most people fail because their goals are vague. They say, I want to be successful, but they have no plan. They say, I want to be rich, but they don't define how much money they need or what they need to do to get there. If you don't define your goals clearly, you will never reach them. Success is not a random event, it is a well-planned outcome. To make your goals effective, They must be specific, measurable, and time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, set a goal like, I will lose 10 pounds in the next 60 days by exercising 5 times a week and following a healthy meal plan. Instead of saying, I want to make more money, say, I will earn an extra $10,000 in the next 6 months by starting a side business and working 2 extra hours every evening. A clear goal gives your brain a target to focus on. Without that, you are just hoping for success, instead of actively working toward it. Once you have a clear goal, the next step is to create a daily action plan. The most successful people in the world don't wake up and guess what they need to do. They have a structured plan that keeps them on track. They set priorities, schedule their tasks, and eliminate distractions. If you don't have a plan for your day, the world will create one for you. Social media, entertainment, and other people's demands will take up your time, leaving you with no progress toward your goals. One of the most powerful tools for success is the 20-idea method. This is a simple but life-changing exercise. Take your biggest goal and write it at the top of a page in the form of a question. For example, how can I double my income in the next year? Then force yourself to write 20 possible answers. The first few will be easy. But as you push yourself, you will start thinking outside the box and coming up with game-changing ideas. Most people never do this. They settle for the first solution that comes to mind. But those who push themselves to think deeper will discover creative strategies that can completely transform their lives. Another secret to consistency is tracking your progress. What gets measured gets improved. If you set a goal to lose weight, but never track your workouts or food intake, you will struggle to stay on course. If you want to make more money but never track your earnings and expenses, you will never know what's working and what's not. Keep a daily or weekly progress log so you can see how far you've come and make adjustments along the way. Small improvements every day lead to massive success over time. The biggest enemy of consistency is procrastination. Most people delay taking action because they overthink everything. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan. But perfection is the enemy of progress. The perfect moment will never come. If you wait, you will waste months or even years standing still while others who take action move forward. The best way to overcome procrastination is to use the 5-second rule. The moment you decide to do something important, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then immediately take action. This interrupts hesitation and forces you to move before doubt and excuses creep in. Finally, understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Too many people expect instant results and give up when they don't see progress right away. But success is like planting a tree. You have to water it every day before you see any growth. If you give up too soon, you will never see the results of your efforts. Stay patient, stay consistent, and trust the process. So what is the secret to consistency? Set clear goals. Create a daily action plan. Track your progress. Stop waiting for motivation. Take action immediately. Stay patient. The people who succeed are not the ones who work hard for a few days and then quit. They are the ones who show up every single day, no matter what. If you can master consistency, you can achieve anything. Number 8, think like a winner. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you achieve in life. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines the results you get. Successful people don't just have better opportunities, skills, or luck. They have better mindsets. They think differently. And because they think differently, they see opportunities where others see obstacles. They stay focused when others quit. They believe in solutions while others complain about problems. This is the power of unshakable optimism, the ability to train your mind to see the good in every situation and use it as fuel to move forward. Most people fail before they even start, not because they lack ability, but because they have a negative mindset. They tell themselves, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough money. What if I fail? These thoughts create fear, doubt, and hesitation, leading to inaction. But winners think differently. They tell themselves, I will figure it out. I will find a way. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. This shift in thinking changes everything, because your mind creates your reality. When you train yourself to think like a winner, you start seeing opportunities that were always there, but you were too blinded by negativity to notice. One of the biggest misconceptions about optimism is that it means ignoring reality or pretending that problems don't exist. That's not true. Optimism is not about denying challenges. It's about believing in your ability to overcome them. It's about recognizing that every setback is temporary. Every problem has a solution, and every failure is a lesson. Optimists don't avoid obstacles. They face them with confidence. While others are paralyzed by fear, optimists take action, knowing that success is just on the other side of struggle. Science has proven that optimists learn more, try more, and persist longer than pessimists. Why? Because they focus on solutions instead of problems. When a pessimist fails, they say, "I knew this wouldn't work. I should just give up." But when an optimist fails, they say, "This didn't work. What can I learn from it? How can I improve?" This mindset makes all the difference, because those who keep trying eventually find success. Every breakthrough in history, from inventions to business empires, was built by people who refused to give up, despite countless failures. If you want to develop unshakable optimism, you must first take control of your thoughts. Most people let their minds run on autopilot, allowing negative thoughts to dominate their thinking. But successful people are intentional about what they focus on. They filter out negativity and feed their minds with empowering beliefs. They don't waste time on the news, gossip, or toxic social media content. Instead, they fill their minds with books, ideas, and information that strengthens their confidence and expands their vision. The next step is to train yourself to look for the positive side of every situation. No matter what happens, ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? If you lose your job, maybe it's a chance to start a business. If a relationship ends, maybe it's an opportunity to grow and find something better. If a project fails, maybe it's a lesson that will lead to a greater success in the future. The way you interpret events in your life determines your emotional state and your future actions. If you train yourself to see opportunities instead of problems, you will develop the kind of mindset that attracts success. Another powerful way to build optimism is by practicing gratitude. Most people focus on what they don't have, which creates a sense of lack and frustration. But successful people focus on what they do have, which creates a mindset of abundance. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude have lower stress levels, higher happiness, and greater resilience. Every morning, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit can rewire your brain to focus on the positive, making you more optimistic in every area of life. You also need to surround yourself with positive, ambitious people. Negativity is contagious, and if you spend time around people who complain, doubt, and make excuses, their mindset will rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with winners, people who think big, take action, and stay optimistic, you will naturally adopt their mindset. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your thoughts, so choose wisely. One of the most important things to understand is that optimism is a choice, not a personality trait. Some people think they are naturally pessimistic and that they can't change, but that's a lie. Your brain is like a muscle, and you can train it to think in ways that serve you. Optimism is a habit that anyone can develop with practice. The more you train yourself to focus on solutions, believe in possibilities, and take action, the stronger your optimism becomes. The final piece of developing unshakable optimism is persistence. No matter how positive you are, you will still face setbacks, failures, and disappointments. The difference between winners and losers is that winners keep going. They refuse to let temporary failures define them. They see every obstacle as just another step towards success. They understand that as long as they keep moving forward, success is inevitable. So if you want to achieve great things, start by changing the way you think. Stop focusing on what's wrong and start focusing on what's possible. Stop waiting for luck and start creating your own opportunities. Stop letting fear control your actions and start believing in your ability to succeed. Unshakable optimism is the mindset that turns dreams into reality, and once you develop it, nothing can stop you. Number 9. Mastering courage and persistence. Success is not for the weak. It is not for those who quit when things get tough, who let fear control their actions, or who back down at the first sign of difficulty. The truth is, most people never achieve greatness, not because they aren't capable, but because they don't have the courage to pursue their dreams relentlessly. They hesitate, they doubt, they let obstacles discourage them, and eventually, they settle for less than they deserve. But the people who succeed in life are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who get knocked down and get back up, over and over again. They are the ones who push forward when others give up. They have courage, and they have persistence. Courage is the ability to take action despite fear. It does not mean you are never afraid. It means you don't let fear stop you. Fear is normal. Everyone feels it. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is this. Successful people act despite their fears. They understand that fear is just a signal that they are stepping outside their comfort zone. And that's exactly where growth happens. Every time you face your fears, instead of running from them, you grow stronger. Your confidence increases. Your belief in yourself expands. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they feel ready before they take action. But here's the truth. You will never feel ready. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will wait forever. The most successful people in the world didn't start when they felt ready. They started before they were ready. They took risks, made mistakes, failed, learned, and kept going. They understood that progress is made through action, not through waiting. If you want to achieve greatness, you must develop the courage to start, even when you're unsure, even when you're scared, even when you don't have everything figured out. But courage alone is not enough. You also need persistence. The road to success is never straight. It is filled with setbacks, failures, and challenges. There will be moments when everything seems to be going wrong, when nothing is working, when you feel like giving up. This is where most people quit. They take one or two failures as a sign that their dreams are impossible. They tell themselves, maybe this just isn't meant for me. And they walk away, never realizing that success was just one step beyond their last failure. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never failed. They are the ones who failed more than anyone else but refused to quit. They understand that failure is not the end. It is just part of the journey. Every setback is a lesson. Every mistake is a stepping stone. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. The people who win in life are simply the ones who kept going when everyone else stopped. Take Thomas Edison, for example. Before he successfully invented the light bulb, he failed over 10,000 times. But he didn't quit. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of persistence. Most people would have given up after 10 failures, maybe even after 100. But Edison kept going because he understood that as long as he kept trying, success was inevitable. Or consider Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. He was rejected over 1,000 times before finally getting his recipe accepted. Imagine that, 1,000 rejections. Most people would have given up after 10, maybe 50, but he didn't. He kept going because he believed in his dream. And today, his brand is recognized all over the world. The question is, do you have that level of persistence? Do you have the courage to keep going when things get tough? Because if you do, success is guaranteed. It may take longer than you expected. It may require more effort than you thought. But if you refuse to quit, if you keep pushing forward, if you learn from every failure and keep adjusting, there is no way you can fail. Persistence beats talent. It beats intelligence. It beats luck. It beats everything. But how do you develop this kind of persistence? The first step is to commit fully to your goals. When you are half in, half out, it is easy to give up when things get tough. But when you commit fully, when you make the decision that you will succeed no matter what, you eliminate quitting as an option. There is no backup plan. There is no escape. You either find a way to succeed or you find another way. But quitting is not on the table. The second step is to develop a strong why. Your why is the reason you do what you do. It is the purpose behind your goals. If your reason is weak, your motivation will be weak. But if your reason is strong, if you have something deeply meaningful driving you, you will keep going no matter how difficult the journey gets. Find a reason so strong that giving up is not an option. The third step is to embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. When things go wrong, instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Winners don't run from problems. They solve them. They adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward. Finally, surround yourself with people who push you to keep going. The right environment can make all the difference. If you are around people who quit easily, who make excuses, who settle for mediocrity, that mindset will rub off on you. But if you are surrounded by winners, people who are ambitious, disciplined, and persistent, you will naturally rise to their level. Choose your circle wisely. At the end of the day, success belongs to those who have the courage to start and the persistence to keep going. If you want to achieve something great, expect challenges, expect setbacks, expect failure, but also expect victory, because as long as you refuse to quit, it is only a matter of time before success is yours. Number 10. The master key to success. Success is not about luck. It is not about talent. It is not about intelligence. If you study the most successful people in the world, entrepreneurs, athletes, leaders, visionaries, you will notice that they all share one thing in common: self-discipline. This is the master key that unlocks every door to success. Self-discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is waking up early when you would rather sleep in. It is going to the gym when you don't feel motivated. It is working on your goals when distractions are calling your name. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who fail is simple. Successful people master self-discipline, while unsuccessful people give in to comfort, laziness, and excuses. Most people start with good intentions. They set goals, make plans, and feel motivated in the beginning. But as time passes, motivation fades. They start skipping workouts, delaying their work, and making excuses. This is where most people fail, because they rely on motivation instead of discipline. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But self-discipline is permanent. It is the ability to show up and put in the work, regardless of how you feel. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you will never achieve anything great. But if you learn to act even when you don't feel like it, you will become unstoppable. The biggest enemy of self-discipline is instant gratification. Most people sacrifice their long-term goals for short-term pleasure. They choose entertainment over education. They choose comfort over growth. They choose fast food over a healthy meal. They choose social media over productivity. Every time you give in to these small temptations, you are reinforcing bad habits. But self-discipline means making the right choice, not the easy choice. It means choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. Every successful person you admire has mastered the ability to delay gratification. They understand that small sacrifices today lead to massive rewards in the future. Building self-discipline is not about being perfect. It is about developing small habits that compound over time. Start with small wins. Wake up at the same time every day. Set a daily reading habit. Stick to a consistent workout schedule. These small acts of discipline create momentum. Over time, they build a stronger mindset and increase your ability to stay committed to bigger goals. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The more you force yourself to take action despite discomfort, the easier it becomes. One of the best ways to develop self-discipline is creating a structured routine. Successful people don't leave their success to chance. They design their days in a way that eliminates distractions and keeps them focused. If you wake up without a plan, your day will be controlled by distractions. But if you have a clear routine, a morning routine, a work schedule, and time dedicated to your goals, you will automatically become more disciplined. Success is a result of daily habits, not occasional bursts of effort. Another key to self-discipline is removing temptations. Willpower is limited. The more you expose yourself to distractions, the harder it becomes to stay focused. If social media is stealing your time, delete the apps. If junk food is ruining your diet, don't keep it in your house. If you struggle with procrastination, block out time for deep work and put your phone away. The easiest way to be disciplined is to design your environment for success. Make discipline the default choice by removing obstacles that pull you away from your goals. Accountability is another powerful tool for self-discipline. Most people quit because they only answer to themselves. But when you make a commitment public, whether to a mentor, a friend, or a coach, you create external pressure to stay disciplined. Find someone who will hold you accountable. This could be a workout partner, a mastermind group, or a mentor who checks in on your progress. When you know someone is watching, you are less likely to make excuses. The final and most important aspect of self-discipline is your mindset. If you see discipline as something painful, something restrictive, you will always struggle. But if you shift your mindset and see discipline as the key to freedom, the path to greatness, the tool that separates winners from quitters, everything changes. Self-discipline is not about making your life harder. It is about making your future better. The moment you embrace discipline as a necessity, not an option, you unlock a new level of success. At the end of the day, self-discipline determines your destiny. Every choice you make is shaping your future. The person who is willing to make sacrifices today will live a life of freedom tomorrow. The person who refuses to be disciplined will spend their life trapped in regret. Success is not given to the most talented. It is earned by the most disciplined. So ask yourself, are you willing to do what most people won't, so you can live a life that most people never will? Will you sacrifice comfort for greatness? Will you trade excuses for action? Will you commit to being disciplined, not just for a day, but for a lifetime. Because if you do, nothing can stop you. Self-discipline is the foundation of every success story. If you master it, you master your future. Success is not about luck. It is not about intelligence. It is not about waiting for the right time. Success is a choice. Every single day, you are either moving closer to your goals or further away from them. The decisions you make today will shape the life you live tomorrow. If you want a different future, you must start making different choices right now. You must wake up and work hard, not just on your job, but on yourself. Everything you have learned in this journey comes down to one truth. You are in control. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not powerless. You do not have to accept a mediocre life. The power to change, grow, and achieve everything you desire is already in your hands. But it requires discipline. It requires persistence. It requires the courage to take action, even when you are afraid, even when it's difficult, even when you don't feel like it. Most people dream of success, but few are willing to put in the work. Are you one of the few? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort for greatness? Are you willing to push past your fears, failures, and excuses to create the life you deserve? Because if you are, then there is nothing stopping you. The only limit is the one you place on yourself. Now is the time to decide. Will you stay the same, repeating the same habits, getting the same results, or will you rise up, take control, and build the life you were meant to live? Success will not wait for you. You must go after it with everything you have. Wake up, work hard, stay disciplined, be relentless, and never stop pushing forward. Your future starts today.